Hello and welcome back to Budget Beauty. I am Lindsay Beatty. I am the creative force and the face behind Budget Beauty. And this is our weekly episode where we do a full face of makeup. It's long form content. So we do a full face of glam and we talk about it while we're doing it. So, fooling around with my recording equipment here. But we are back. We are back in town. We have been home for a week. We don't have anything in particular going on today. Just doing chores around the house and trying to get the house cleaned up a little bit and do some stuff that I'm kind of been putting off. I have my other side project that I work on that needs to be worked on today, and we had some chores, house chores. So this is also part of my weekly I need to do this. And so I also had some video that I'd shot like last week's episode that I needed to process and then get uploaded to YouTube. So I did that. I've been a busy bear today. Been a real busy bear today. We've had breakfast. We went and had breakfast this morning. And trying to think what else have we done. But I'm now at the point where I'm doing my makeup for the weekly episode. So here we are. So we're going to, when I finish this, I'm going to work on my other side project and do some stuff with that. And then later today, very excited though, later today, we finally, okay, so I have to give a little bit of background while I'm going to be doing my makeup, but I'm give a little background and then get into the super cool thing we're doing later today. So to get started, makeup wise, and also too, I'm wearing my what I call my playbill shirt. This is I love this shirt, and I had washed it and then put it somewhere and forgot about it. This is the Universal Monsters shirt that I got. One of the shirts, because the other one y'all know is my orange one that has like the monsters, and it says monster, and then it has each of the monsters across like the bottom part of the word. Okay, well, this is the one. It's like it's a horror movie poster. If I move back, you can see it, and you can see my microphone also. But it has like, so up here, Dracula is over here, Wolfman's down here. Y'all can't really see where I'm pointing, but where my finger is Wolfman's name. It's the Scream Show. I got it off of Amazon at the same time I got my monster shirt. So I have since, I bought them because I was like, I wear it to work on Fridays. Because, I also love the Universal Monsters. And so then I found out I couldn't wear it to work. And they were like, no, you can't wear t-shirts to work that aren't like work t-shirts. And I'm like, that's most of my clothes on Fridays. So looks like I'm just not going to be in the office on Friday. Because I then made my telecommute days be Friday. One of my days be Friday. So I was like, okay, well, I just won't come to work on Friday then. And I'll wear my t-shirts at the house while working. Like, okay. So, and yes, it is Cherry Coke Zero. Because diabetes. But we also need Coca-Cola. So, the Coke Zero actually is fine. I'm used to it now. At first, it was like, oh my God, this tastes terrible. But I'm used to it now. I'm used to the lack of sugar. Matter of fact, if I had a regular Coke now, I would be hard pressed to say I would enjoy it, because immediately I'm thinking I might die after I drink this. So I don't really want to risk it. But anyway, so makeup wise, let's start with eye primer. So I decided to reach in and get one that I haven't used in a minute. This is the ColourPop Party Proof eye primer, and this is the shade Translucent. Y'all know I have 3 of these. I have the translucent, the deep, and the caramel. And so, I am, I decided to reach into there because I was like, oh, I haven't used that in forever. So I'll use this one. So, while this is drying, we will then put our face primer on and get her going. So anyway, yeah, so, okay. So I am very much a campy horror enthusiast, hence why Universal Monsters. I'm not a slasher horror enthusiast because my ADHD brain does not allow for that. I'm very certain I am undiagnosed ADHD, just from, living with people who have it, being around people who have it, and lining up like my symptoms as a child. All of the behavior as when I was a child points to ADHD. Okay. But I've never been tested as far as I know. My mom may have had me tested and she just never told me. Well, she's dead now, so she can't really tell me. So, but she never they knew like hyperactivity, they knew all of that. So it wasn't like this was unknown. And I knew that. I knew that I had the hyperactivity, the extremely hyperactivity. And I had trouble focusing in school, but I did really well in school. So, for the most part, I did well in school. Some subjects, way better than others. Like, math was just not my strong suit. So, anyway, can't do slasher horror, because slasher horror, the brain just is not, my brain ain't wired to deal with all that. And the first thing I'm thinking is, okay, now how could this happen? So, but my little morbid self is like, oh, that's cool. So how did he kill him? Like, I'm sitting there trying to go look at the list of deaths Wikia. Yes, there is a list of deaths Wikia, and I'm a frequent visitor. So, but campy horror, I like that sort of thing. So, very much into that. And very much into the, as y'all know, very much a very much a retro vintage aesthetic going on. And I have always been that way. I've always loved classic cars. Like, I would see classic cars on the road and be like, I want one of those. And Mom was like, they don't make those anymore. And I'm like, I know, but they're still cool. Take my dream from me, Mom. So, I'm like, yeah, I'm like that. Like, and y'all know I have a thing about Beetlejuice. We wound up not going to the Beetlejuice musical because I wound up having a conference during the middle of the week when my anniversary was, and the same day was the Beetlejuice musical. And so I was like, I would love to go, but I can't go because it's a school night. So, we wound up not going, but I would love to go. And I'm going to see where they go and see maybe if we can go and see it somewhere else instead of, like 10 minutes down the road. Because I live 10 minutes from where they were putting it on. So, yeah. So, all right. So that's my eyes. Those are drying right now. And it is drying down translucent. It will be fine. Whenever I think translucent, I think of the character from The Boys. He died because, and one of the characters in the show just found out how he died, which was messed up because in season 1, I wonder what that was. Oh, that was my clock in here. Huh. Okay. I was like, what is that? My clock fell down in here. My clock fell. Okay. All right. I'll get it when I finish doing what I'm doing here. All right, so for the face primer, this is the NYX pore filler primer. And the reason why my clock fell is because my husband is in the bathroom, which shares a wall with that clock. This is a very old house. It only has one bathroom and it has thin walls. And he's messing around in there cleaning the bathroom and he knock the clock down. So I'm gonna make him pick it up when he comes back in here. Anyway, so but yes, this is the NYX pore filler Primer, I just bought it. I already know what it's probably gonna do, so I'm not like jumped up about using it. So I'm not gonna use it in the buying and trying. Anyway, yeah, I was the weird person who was like, hey, Beetlejuice is cool. So I love Beetlejuice. So that kind of humor. But I was scared of Beetlejuice as a child. Y'all know this. I've talked about this. So this is what the primer. Ooh, what the world? That just fell out of my hand. Thankfully, it mostly fell into my other hand and my lap. What is going on today? This is just not. This is not working out for me today. Why is it like that? Next, that's kind of weird, but alright. Alright, looks like I have it. I caught most of it, like I caught the majority of it in my hand here. Y'all can see, kind of. Why is it loose like that? What in the world? Alright, so I'm rubbing it in my face. Anyway, I liked Beetlejuice a lot. This smells like, oh, I smelled this before, and I can't call it to mind right now, but I smelled this before, sometime in the 90s, and I don't know, it was some type of food or something, is the easiest way to describe this. It's going to bother me until I remember, too. But anyway, love Beetlejuice, and so, campy horror like that, and my little morbid self was scared of Beetlejuice, but also was just like, Beetlejuice is cool. So y'all know I also have in here, and I'm sitting here looking at it because I keep a few extras in it. My handbook for the recently deceased. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Husband, I am filming, yes. You knocked my clock down. So when you come back, please put my clock back up. So, but yes. So my husband just popped in. He was not on camera. But anyway, I don't know what this reminds me of. I can't call it the name, but I know I've smelled this before. Now, as you can see, this makes my face look real smoothed out. Real smoothed out. It is very, very smooth. So, anyway, I absolutely love Beetlejuice. So, as I got older, not as scared of Beetlejuice. And it now is just really weird, morbid humor. So, I love the Addams Family. So anyway, campy horror. So, imagine my surprise when I discovered Pinup Palmer. Sarah Palmer, who is, she does vlogs for pinup stuff that she does, and she goes on trips, and she talks about, like, she takes road trips, and she talks about things that are interesting to her. But she's a pinup. She's an actual pinup model and does like clothing modeling stuff. And y'all have heard me talk about her. I was watching her holiday special back in December when she released it. So she gave me the idea. She was the inspiration for my Road Trip in Beauty series. But also, though, just like super weird humor and horror humor. And as she likes to say, she likes to keep everything pink and spooky. And then she has tattoos that are pink and spooky. But it turns out we have a ton in common. So I'm like, ah. So she's a horror host also. And so she does that's her job. She is one of the hosts on the House of Svengoolie. She is Gwengoolie on the show. And so I had kind of been peripherally like, what is Svengoolie? Like, I didn't know. I knew about horror hosts though, because again, the Crypt Keeper from Tales from the Crypt used to scare the absolute loving shit out of me. And I could not watch Tales from the Crypt. I could not. My brain just could not handle that. My tiny little 10-year-old brain was just like, and then up all night because freaked out. So But she hosts. She is one of the hosts. She's one of three hosts, along with Svengoolie, um, and Imp and Nostalgia Ferratu. And then they make up the House of Svengoolie, and they're the Sven Squad. So, I'm very excited because I've been wanting to watch it because I absolutely adore her. So I'm like, oh, well, I'll go watch her project. But then it's like, this is based out of Chicago. So now he's a national host. So you can find it. You can find it. You gotta know, you gotta look. And so it's on MeTV. And then MeTV you can get on the Friendly app. So we did. We got a free trial. And we're probably going to keep it because, like I said, we're going to watch Svengoolie. So Svengoolie airs on Saturday nights at 8 o'clock. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to have dinner. We're going to get dinner and watch it. And I'm excited. I need to grab a tool because the eyeshadow that we're using today is going to be a powder one. And so I need a tool. So very, very excited that we are going to watch that tonight. And so it starts airing at 8. And so we've got to, I'm trying to get everything done so that we can get her done and we can sit down and just watch it. So I'm going to get, some dinner and then we're going to watch Svengoolie. Alright, so for the cut to crease, we're going to use two different colors. I'm going to meld these together, see what they do when I do. These are both the ColourPop Cream Gel Liners. One is Wildcat, the other is Sunnyvale. So I'm going to start with the Sunnyvale first, and then we're going to go with the Wildcat. So let's start. This is a very, very deep brown. It shows up on my skin. And so I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease with that. And go ahead and cut the other crease. Because the eyeshadow that we're using is going to be, is like a top color. I assume my husband found my clock, but it seems my clock is in pieces. Okay. I really liked my little clock. Yes, I did. Because I heard it break into pieces when it fell. So my husband is in here now, again, to get my clock. And my clock is in a lot of pieces, probably. It's fine. Didn't need a clock in here anyway. But I kind of did. It's fine though. I can buy another clock or something. Alright, so with that brown on, I'm adding the Wildcat on top of it. I mean, the Wildcat, for all of its lightness and not showing up, actually kind of overpowers the brown a little bit. A little bit. Is there. But it kind of overpowers this brown just a tad. And maybe if I don't put it on top, it might be a better thing, but we'll see. Okay. So, alright, that's that. Now, I'm not going to do a pinup lash line. I'm just going to do good old eyeshadow. And that's it. Because we're going to wear mascara. So, alright. Now, for the eyeshadow, let's talk about these here colors. This is a new palette. New for me. This is the That's Top from ColourPop. And y'all know I love the ColourPop formulation. I have about 20 ColourPop palettes because, two, not only do I love the formulation of these, they're highly pigmented, but y'all, these palettes don't be expensive. This palette was, I think, I may have gotten it on sale. I don't even remember. I just bought it, but I got it off of Amazon. Or did I go to the store and buy this one? Man, I'm going to the store and bought this one. I don't remember. All I know is all of these are going to be eyeshadow, and they are not expensive. You get 9 pans, and it was like maybe $14, maybe $11. I think I got it on sale. Yeah, it's not super crazy expensive. So, yeah. So, let's talk about the color story here. So, shades. Let me look. Boa. I know this is hard for y'all to see, and it's also hard for me to read. Boa, Pebble Beach, Python, Slated, Snake Eyes, Cold Blooded, Rocksteady, Constrictor, Bedrock. Okay, so they're all eyeshadow, and it's a very cool toned palette. And somebody was asking about this on Reddit in the drugstore makeup, and I was like, yeah, you should get this if you're looking for cool toned eyeshadow. So, all right. I was thinking about which ones I want to use, and I think I want to use Boa just because I love the artist Boa. Boa and Snake Eyes. I think I'm going to use Boa and Snake Eyes. We'll see here. So, this is Boa. This is a very beige, like cool tone brown, like brown beige. All right, so let's see what she do. Oh, wow. That shows up as exactly that color, and it's highly pigmented, and it don't take a lot just to get this on my eyes. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna put something on top of this because it's a lot. So yeah, we're gonna probably use this is a matte. It's one of the matte shades in here. And the others are like shimmers. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely a beige. Cool tone beige. Reminds me of like fog. So let me do this right here. I'm gonna fix this because I can see exactly where I did it across. Let's clean this up a bit. I'm pretty sure that clock's not salvageable there, honey. Bunny. Pretty sure. Because it took my hands off of the clock, didn't it?
This came off and this came.
Yeah, the hands of the clock. Well, I'm recording, yes. It doesn't matter. People are used to you being on camera anyway.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt. I saw it and you told me about it. I didn't mean to knock. I didn't mean to knock it down.
It's fine.
It's clean.
I'll just get another clock in here. It's fine.
Sorry.
Anyway. All right, so that is the Boa on. Listen, don't sleep on Boa. Boa got some bangers. Okay? Boa as in the K-pop, J-pop artist. Boa. Boa got some bangers. I love Boa. I've been a Boa enthusiast since the early 2000s. Mostly because she was in Pump It Up. The game Pump It Up. Alright, so now we're going to go in here with the color Snake Eyes. That's this one, where my ring finger is. Oh, that's like a shimmer, but it's really a shimmer on top of. Okay, that's cute, though. Now, by itself, it's probably super nice. And I'm getting fallout because I put too much on here. But it's not really showing up on here. Y'all can see I got fallout in my eyelashes and on my cheek because I put too much on there. And then very aggressively put it on my face. Yeah, that's not really showing up on here on top of this, so that those two colors probably shouldn't go together. But I got something else that I want to put on top of this anyway. But I probably would wear this by itself. I would probably wear snake eyes on a dark color. I wouldn't wear snake eyes on like a light color. And I did know somebody back in the day, fighting games, who lived out in Missouri, I think. Whose name? No, he didn't live in Missouri. I don't even know where he lived. Way back in the day, the early 2000s. His name, online name was Snake Eyes. Now, probably for G.I. Joe, probably. But I don't know. I didn't ask. Yeah, I didn't ask. But it was on a Crow forum, so yeah, there is that. All right, so to add on top of this, I do have I was looking in the top of this to see if that little cap was in there. It is. This is the She Glam Crystal Jelly Glaze. This is in the shade Satin Suede because I just bought this one. And it's very much a copper tone, so I want to see what it does. So we're going to put it on here. Oh, okay. All right, this is like Snake Eyes except way more concentrated Snake Eyes. That is exactly what this is because it's the same exact shade, but just more concentrated, I guess, because it's a liquid. And that's cool. I'm fine with that. These are fantastic as toppers. Every time I use them, I'm very, very happily surprised and excited that this is a very good topper for things. And I have several shades. I also have another new one that is a pink, and so we'll see when I wear a pink shade how that's gonna work. At this point, I mean, I know what they do, so that's why I'm not doing it in the bind and trying. Yeah, Skull Clock was nice while it lasted. It was alright. I kind of wish the guy had designed it a little bit differently, because the way he designed it, the skulls themselves are cool, but we might just keep that as a decorative piece somewhere. I don't know. I keep feeling like I'm not getting enough on that side, and I am. Maybe we will. I don't know. Okay. That's a little far down for my liking, but because now it just looks like I got matter in the corner of my eyes. But I mean, it's okay. There is shimmer on there now, but the satin suede is very I do like it. Oh, it took the cap. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more. I feel like I didn't get enough on there on the corner. So yeah, I mean, y'all can see it. It's there. I can see it, so it's fine. Okay. Whoops. Let's put that little tiny cap back on. Sealed in for freshness. You can tell I'm an 80s kid because I remember stupid commercials that would be like, it's just sealed for freshness. Is it though? Because I feel like if you open it up, that defeats the point. But all right. All right, so Yeah, I mean, I like that. That's that's gonna be interesting. Okay, it's an interesting combination. Um, Mr. Wildcat is very much overpowering that brown, so maybe we add the brown back, because that Wildcat color is definitely overpowering the brown. Which Wildcat is the color that should probably go with this, probably. Yeah, I like that. I actually like the brown with this. I like this to go with this a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Kind of makes my eyes look a little sunk in. A little bit. But that's fine. So, alright. We're going to do mascara now. So, for the mascara primer, we're using the Ulta Beauty Collection Lash Expand Volumizing Mascara Primer. This bad boy shows up as white on my eyelashes. I don't use this often, but I do like it. And it wasn't crazy expensive when I bought it. The key to the Ulta Beauty Collection stuff, get that when it's on sale. When they having a sale on their own house brand is the time to get this. Because otherwise, it is overpriced. Because while it is decent, it is not a Sephora house brand quality. And I know we talking about house brand quality. But Sephora Collection is fantastic. So, this is not, I would not say that this is on par with the Sephora brand collection. And I love Ulta. And I love the Ulta Beauty Collection. But I've gotten a couple of things out of this Ulta Beauty that is hit and miss. But I ain't never got nothing out of the Sephora collection that isn't a hit. So that's why I say that. So I would definitely I would definitely wait and then get it on sale. And because okay, like their pencils are kind of hit and miss. Like their eyeliner pencils are hit and miss. But this is fine. I got a strand of my hair. This is fine. And I'm pleased with this. This is very good. It performs very well. Does exactly what I needed to do. So yeah. But like I said, their eyeliner pencils are kind of like I got one, and I had multiple. One, the color was fine. The other one, the color was not, like it just didn't show up at all, and it's a color that should show up on my skin. It shouldn't be a color. It's not a color that doesn't show up on my skin. So I was like, what is going on with this formulation in this pencil? That's kind of annoying. So, for the mascara, we are going to use, this is the Rare Beauty. I really like this. The Rare Beauty volumizing mascara in the shade black. I really like Rare Beauty. You can tell this, by the way, that this is a volume, because look at how thick look at how the brush is and how thick the thing is. This is definitely made for volumizing. But I really, really actually like this Rare Beauty mascara. I think it's supposed to be for lengthening too, but I get volume out of this mostly. But yes, I am very excited. We're gonna watch Svengoolie tonight. I'm looking forward to it because once I found where I could watch it, because I was trying to watch it on the app, and I'm like, man, I want to watch it on the MeTV app. You can't. So then I read that you could watch it on the Friendly app, and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna do that. And then I realized you got to pay for that. So we got a free trial, and then, like I say, I told husband, I was like, I'll probably keep it just so I can watch Svengoolie. But also, though, they show, like, they have 50 channels on there, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll keep it for other stuff like the Weather Channel. The Weather Channel, and they have, like, the Hallmark thing, so I'll keep it on there to, like, watch Christmas movies and things. Because sometimes I just want to watch Christmas stuff. So, yeah. Sometimes I just like to watch the Christmas movies. I'm very much Christmas is weird for me, but I mean, now that my mom is gone, I am very much I'm just now getting back into the Christmas spirit at Christmas time. Christmas was hard there for a minute, so because my mom made such a massive deal about Christmas that Christmas, when, she passed away, it was just like, why would I even want to do this? All this is going to do is remind me of my mom and the fact that she's dead. So I don't really want to do that. So for a minute there, I wasn't really big on Christmas. And so also, the first year that my mom was gone, year she died, Christmas rolled around, was also the first Christmas that my now husband and I were together. And also, it was the Christmas we got engaged, because we got engaged Christmas Day. So, Christmas Day 2015, my mom had died in March of 2015, and we got engaged Christmas Day 2015. So, yeah, Christmas there was not the greatest for a minute. I mean, I associate it now with the day we got engaged, but it's for a minute there, it wasn't as magical as it could be for me and as it had been for me. So what I'm adding now, this is the Live Tinted mascara, Legacy Lash mascara. But yeah, it wasn't and it wasn't my husband's fault at all. So, and I made sure he knew that, like, don't mind me. And he did try. So, and I was receptive to him trying to make it better. And he knew. So it wasn't that he didn't know. We were together for 2 years before my mom died. So he knew the deal. So that was not our first Christmas together. That was first Christmas living together and our first Christmas engaged, but it wasn't our first Christmas together. And we've been friends years before that. So yeah, he knew. So he did what he could, and I appreciated that. He did that. He went out of his way to try. It's fine. It's fine. All right. So I like that mascara. I like both of those. I like how they work together. And so I tend to put those two together, these two, the Rare Beauty and the Live Tinted together. I do have some down here, though. I did get some down there. All right. I got that out of my eye. But lashes are nice. They're nice. They're still a little wet. They're a little wet. So, because now the Live Tinted is going to give you the big lashes. is going to give you the length. And the Rare Beauty is giving you the volume. Which is why I like how they work together. Alright. I just combed through it a little bit. Because what's going to happen is this is going to try to dry. My eyelashes have been weird anyway. And trying to get them to cooperate here is troublesome. They don't like to cooperate at all. Let's see. So I have my handheld. So let's see if I can see what the problem is here. Because what is happening is they're trying to stick together. Top and bottom are trying to stick together. And I don't want that. Okay. My lashes are just being weird. And they're growing weirdly too, so. But yeah. That's the eyes for right now. Because like I say, they're trying to stick together. And I don't want them to stick together. I don't want top and bottom to stick together. Don't want them sticking together in the same area either. But sometimes you just can't help that. And there ain't enough teasing in the world that's going to fix that. So there's that. Alright. Let's worry about the face now. Alright. So I got new foundation and concealer. This is the Sephora foundation and concealer. Best skin ever. The foundation is in the shade 32Y. And concealer is in the shade 25Y. So I don't know. The Y might be the problem here. This might be a problem. So we'll see what happens. Like I say, if the foundation's too light, we have ways around that. We do. We got ways to make that work. It's just, I'd rather not have to do that if I could help it. So I'm just squeezing a pump and a half out for the foundation. Now for the brush, we have a new brush. This is a foundation. It's a flat. This is a Morph. The Morph M107. If you recall, we have the Morph M103. Let's see if I put it back over here. Yes, this is it. This is the M103. This is the 107. This paints it on. We can paint this on. We could, I don't know. I don't think we could buff it out, but I know we could paint it on. So, and actually, before I do that, I have to get into the habit of doing this. Let's go ahead and put this concealer on. So we're going to put this concealer on under the eye. See, that's almost a perfect match for my under eye. Almost. It's a little dark, but it's fine. It'll work. I'd rather it be a close match than absolutely too light. I did buy one that was absolutely too light. Yeah, you want brightening. But this was too light. It was entirely too light. Alright. So now we're going to take this brush. This is the M107 foundation. And apply her to my face. Ooh, that might be too light. I'm concerned. I'm very concerned. That might be too light. Now, I tested it the other day. Now, I was in some weird lighting. It looked fine. But y'all know, just because it looks fine in one lighting don't mean it's fine. So, also, I feel like I'm not going to have enough on here. But I do like this. It's like painting, so it's like using a paintbrush. And the thing is, I'm not a physical media artist. I'm a digital. I can do all my art and stuff digitally. And I'm fine. So let's see how that's going to work. All right, so now I'm going to buff that out with my M103. Oh, that's a perfect match. Okay, I don't know why I was concerned. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. That's a perfect match. That literally matches my skin tone immediately. As soon as I started buffing that, it was like, what? That color match is fantastic. Well, good, because I'm going to tell y'all very quickly while I'm doing this, it is a little yellow. It is. It could stand some more red to it. But then that one might make it orange, I guess. Color theory. So, when I did this at the store, when I was buying this, I went and did a color match, shade match on foundation. Foundation's ass told me, "Hey, you know what? Go get the 44Y." And I'm like, "But babes, there is no 44Y." So what I think happened is they did a reformulation or something, and they changed the numbers and foundation just wasn't updated. It's probably what was happening there. Because there was the highest it went up was 30N, and it was deep. Like, it was a deep brown, like deeper than this, like my husband's skin tone. So I was like, oh, like probably deeper than that. And I'm like, ooh, no, that's not for me. I know color wise and shade wise, that is not for me. I do like this foundation though. I just did not put enough on, so that's kind of a problem here. But that's me. That was not the foundation. The foundation is a perfect match, and it is medium coverage, which, okay, I expect it to be medium coverage. Like, your foundation is just not going to be, even if it is full coverage, it's not going to conceal like a concealer. It's just not. That's just not how that works. So, okay. I have hair in my face that shouldn't be there because of the hair that I have on. Not sure why it's in my face right now. Okay. All right, but yeah, I like that brush. That's actually, I like that foundation applying brush. Now, I also have a new concealer brush that I bought. This is the Real Techniques 210. It's a expert concealer brush. So we're going to see how this works. Yeah, the concealer is just a little bit too dark. That's a little too dark. Because you shouldn't see it with this. But now once I blend it down, I think it's fine. It's just, you can tell up here where I'm doing this now, you can tell that there's foundation there, and you shouldn't be able to tell that because it's too dark. Okay. So knowing that, then, now, like I said, this match is fine. Otherwise, it's almost a perfect match for my skin, but with this specific concealer, it should not be this dark with this specific foundation. So now that I know that, but yeah, see, they're I mean, it blends fine. Good concealer, because it is definitely concealing. It's just that is dark. So I look like I have almost like panda eyes here going on. Okay. Yeah, I almost look like I got panda eyes. So let's lighten her up. See if I can bring her back up. Let's get the lip tinted. Lip tinted, I call upon you. Okay. So this should help because I did get it over here on my nose. So that was the lip tinted Glide and Hide concealer. As you can see, now it looks normal, at least on this eye, because it's brighter. Yeah, that looks much better. I mean, I could do this. I could use that maybe as a contour, but maybe, possibly. It ain't dark enough to be a contour now that I think about it. Okay. But that definitely helped once I used that Glide and Hide. That's better. Okay. Yeah, that's much better. But the foundation's fantastic. I mean, I like that concealer. It's just the wrong shade if we're trying to do brighten up under with that tone. Yeah. Much better, and it fixed it. Okay. So, yeah, I like the foundation, though. The foundation's nice. It's lightweight. It is, the coverage is decent. It's not full 100% coverage, but they said that. They told me it was medium coverage, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Medium buildable coverage. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So I knew that. I knew that when I bought it. I did read the back of the bottle. But that's, I mean, it looks fine. With that little assist from Tear. That's the Glide and Hide. Let's see if I find you. Glide and Hide blurring concealer. Yes, in the shade 8.7N is what that was. So, all right. Let's talk about blush, because I have a new blush I want to use. Cream blush. This cream blush is from Danessa Myricks. It is the Yummy Skin Blurring Flushed or Blushed, and it is the shade Prima Donna, and it is exactly that shade that you see on the back. So this is a cream blush, so that's why I'm applying it now. It's a cream to powder blush, but it's a cream. It reminds me a lot of that Juvia's Place. So we're gonna need to be very careful about how we apply this because I can foresee this being a thing. All right, I picked up a little bit of it. Oh, it's very oh, that's a subtle. Okay. That's subtle. It could be louder, but I'm cool with that. And I'm gonna tamp this down when I put my whatchamacallit on anyway. So when I powder my face down. Okay. I'm okay with that. So now that I know how this plays, it does remind me a lot of the Juvia's Place formulation and how it applies on my skin, because that is exactly how the Juvia's Place blush cream blush applies. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna tamp that down in just a second. I know it looks crazy. I'm always surprised when I do liquid and cream blushes like this, and I'm like, I look like I have blush blindness. Yeah, I know. No, baby, you don't. You just gotta tamp it down a little bit. That's all. So we have a new setting powder also. This is the Rimmel. This is the Rimmel. I was reading the back of it. That's why I paused there for a minute. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. Help if I turned it around. And it is in the shade 31 Pecan. So, what is happening here is we did not grab the thing we need to grab before we do this. Okay. We grabbed it. Okay. So I like Rimmel. I have a lipstick. I have foundation. And now this. I like Rimmel. I have a feeling this is going to be very, very dark. It is a very deep brown. I will give it that. They wasn't playing when they said pecan. They said, oh, you want dark? Okay, we give you that. We give you that. Also don't know what's going on down there on my chin. I got some powder or something. I don't know what's going on there. All right. So, yeah, we're going to come back over there. We're going to hit that blush. As you can see, it calmed it down immediately over here. So, I like it. And yes, I do have to reduce this down. I can't do this as, like, say, like I do with the Wet n Wild. I have to reduce it down before I, like, do that. Before I put this on. I could see that from the beginning. So, I like it. It is great. This is great. This is performing very well. It's exactly what I wanted. And it's going to hold this color, and it's going to put that blush, keep that blush there, and bring it down. We don't need a lot of this on the top part. Let's see. I like this brown color a whole lot. Let's get the inner portion of the face. Yeah, I like this. I do like this. This is good for when a foundation is too light, because now my face is a little darker than usual, but it's fine. We're just testing. So now that I know that, if I wear a foundation that's too light, this is one that will bring it down for me. Pecan was my best choice when I bought this. So I think I got this off of Amazon. Okay. So I kind of look like I got on a brown mask. Slightly deep brown mask. But yeah, I'm pleased with that. I do not have a powder blush out. I'm trying to think who has a powder blush that I want to use today. You know what? I'm going to use that luminous blush. Hang on, y'all. I'm grabbing the luminous blush. It's down here in my blush. Alright. Powder blush. This is the Rare Beauty Luminous blush in the shade Happy. And that's what it looks like. And before I do that, let me wipe my hands because I have a lot of stuff on my hands. Keep just bumping into stuff too. What's going on? Like, I'm just bumping into stuff. Just bumping into it. Alright. Let's wipe my hands off. Alright, that's good. Okay. I have like my little rags that I keep over here for that very reason. It is time to wash them though, and I will. Alright, so we're going to take Miss Selena Gomez, and we're going to take a powder brush. This is the M164 powder brush. I did buy a new powder brush. This is a luminous one. This is not a matte, so you're going to see it on my skin fairly well. I'm going to take the excess and put it over here, because there is a lot on this brush when I put this on. This side, if you'll notice, because this is the side that I start with generally, it will have, I hate this hair. I really do. Because it gets in my face as I'm trying to do my makeup, even though I have it pinned back and pulled back. Okay. So it gives a nice little luminous shine. And that is what this is. This is a luminous blush. It's not her powder one. It is her powder one, but it's not her powder matte one. She has several colors in this shade. I mean, in this powder line, and They are, some are luminous and some are matte. And this is a luminous one. I did choose it. I wanted to get her blush and I did not realize that this was a luminous one. However, it is fine. I actually really like it. Y'all know I usually like a matte thing. I actually don't mind this. So I've worn it a couple of times this week, and every time that I've worn it, I've been very impressed. So, yeah, I loved it. I thought it was a nice flush of color on the cheek. You can see the luminous, like if I turn my head, you can see the shift. It's gorgeous. Okay. So, cheeks are done. And now we need to put on our under eye, and then we're going to do the lips. So, under eye, we are using the NYX Professional Makeup Epic Ink Liner. Quick underline. Okay. Okay. Try not to get it in my eye, but also so it doesn't mess with my eyelashes. Okay. I like that under eye. I like how this eye turned out. This eye actually turned out really gorgeous. I mean, it makes my eyes look. I'm like, dang, I already got big eyes, but damn. I'm like, well, damn. Okay, you got even bigger eyes. Okay. Now, under eye is done. And it's dry. All right. For the lips, I got a thing I'm going to do. Because I got an idea for a lip combo. I did not pull a lip liner either. And I have one over here. So let me lean down. Give me just a second. All right. For the lip liner, we're going to use, I just want a brown, but I don't want something that's going to show up, like necessarily be like, you have on lip liner. This is the Essence 8-Hour Matte Lip Liner. I love these. They're fantastic. This is the shade 01 Cinnamon Spice. Cinnamon Spice, it turns out, is my actual lip color because this is going to match perfectly. So, as you can see, yes, I have. I mean, y'all are sitting here seeing me put on this lip liner, but I know y'all like lip liner where. So that's how I know that this matches it perfectly. Okay. And what I love about these, not expensive at all. Okay. This is a cute little, I'm wearing like beige gold. I have a couple of things that are like beige, beige things to add a little shimmer to the eye. Dress that beige up. Like I say, I would wear the ColourPop by itself. Like, I wear that ColourPop shimmer by itself. I wouldn't even put a base on underneath it. Sometimes I don't. Alright, so now for the lip, we're going to go in. This is the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Double Date. I love the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip. And this is like a top color. And it's going to match my lip liner. Their red is fantastic. Their pink is fantastic. Okay. See? So, that lip liner matches this. And I'm cool with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. That's exactly what I wanted. I know I can always count on ColourPop to step it up and do exactly what I needed to do. Now, and that plays perfectly with this eye color. So, next, and it don't take long for this to dry. I love a good nude lip. I really do. And I like a nice nude lip on me. Because my lip color is kind of this shade, but also I got brown mixed in. But I like this because it doesn't look super weird on me. Not super weird. Y'all know I love a good red lip too, but I like to see a nude color on a skin tone like mine. I do like to see that nude pink color. Because for me, this really isn't a nude. It's my lip color, but it's really, for me, a pinkish beige. Not necessarily a nude. Kind of matches the inside of my hand. Kind of. So, but what we're going to do, I'm waiting for this to dry just a tad bit. What we're going to do is we're going to put a topper on top of this lip. Because I really like this lip gloss. Now, I'm mad because I heard, this is a rumor, this is the gloss from Sephora. This lip gloss is actually fantastic, and I was thinking about another gloss, but there's another one that I have also that looks a lot like this from Bath and Body Works. And one of the rumors that I heard, which makes me mad, is that Bath and Body Works was talking about getting rid of their lip stuff. All the lip stuff that I got from Bath and Body Works is fantastic. It is fantastic. I love their lip sleeping masks. They are great. I have one that smells, it smells and tastes like s'mores. Gosh, that is fantastic. The lip gloss is good. And their lip gloss, it's called Lip Glossies. It reminds me of this shade specifically from Sephora because it's very similar in shade, but it's called something different. But yes, I had heard they were getting rid of their stuff. And I'm like, y'all bet not. Don't make me just go buy the lip gloss from Sephora. Like, don't make me do that. I'm kind of mad about that. But that was the rumor that I heard. So we'll see how true that is. Alright, I think my lips are dry. Yeah, the lips are dry. That's how fast that dries. Alright, so we're going to put this. This is the glossed lip gloss from Sephora. It is in the shade Money. So, this also is like a beige gold shade. And we're going to put that on top. Make your lips look like $1,000,000. Now, y'all know what this reminds me of. It reminds me of the Fenty. That Fenty I just bought, the high shimmer gloss. Okay. It does look like my lips are coated in gold. And it's got like a shift to it. So it's like a chrome. Because I'm not going to put it on the top lip. I like how that turned out. It is absolutely stunningly gorgeous. It adds a very nice sheen to the beigeish pink. But really the beige. Alright, add it onto the top. Yeah, I like that. That is nice. That turned out really nicely. Hot damn, I'm getting better at making a look, pulling a look together. All right, so because y'all can see that. Look at that. Look at that luminous. Oh, I like that luminous. It looks so good. Like, it's not as prominent. I mean, you can see it is right there, but it's not as prominent as say that line. That's because that's just me being weird on both sides of my face. All right, so let's lock her down. We are ready to set. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the completed look. So I'm looking into my kit. That is why I'm sitting like this, and I'm trying to see what do I want to do in terms of locking this down. I do not want to use my L'Oreal Infallible because I like to use that when I'm setting my face and I'm going somewhere important. And I know I'm going to need my makeup to last for several hours, like half a day, a whole day, that sort of thing. Or if I'm in a hurry. I'm in absolutely no hurry today. And on top of that, we got to save that. So, because that's expensive. Give me just a second. I am trying to grab a setting spray. Let me see. Don't be weird. Let me grab one. Okay. So we're going to use the Juvia's Place. That was the one that I grabbed. Because I thought about it. I kind of want to use this one. I hadn't used this one in a minute. This is the Juvia's Place Ready Set Sealed Setting Spray. I don't remember if this is a dewy or if it's a matte, but it doesn't really matter. Because like I said, I'm not leaving the house until later to go get food. So, all right, here goes. I'm setting my face. All right. Try to coat it real well, but don't overdo it. Now, we got to use Mr. Sweetful because we need him to set. We need him to dry quickly here. So now that anniversary is past, we really do not have any events going on until June, because we are now at the end of April, and so we don't have anything going on until June, which is my birthday. So, and I didn't plan to go anywhere for my birthday this year. I'm really not. I turned 45, and I'm not really like jumped up and jazzed up about birthday. So we may stay in town, do some things, see if there's something going on, something happening in town. Maybe go to the botanical garden, because we do have the Riverbanks Botanical Garden, Riverbanks Zoo. Might get out of town, go to Aiken, maybe Augusta. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll definitely see. I think this is a dewy because I'm looking at my face now. My face looks really shiny and it's dry, so that's probably not a matte setting spray. It smells good though. I do like how it smells. But yeah, I look like I got a tan, but it also kind of sort of matches my skin tone. This setting powder and everything kind of matches my face, kind of. But yeah, we're I don't know what we're gonna do for my birthday. I don't know. Also have a doctor's appointment that day, so that's why I'm like, yeah, I can't really leave town and go anywhere on my birthday. I specifically set that for my birthday. All right, so my face is dry. So that's why I'm thinking I don't really want to do anything for my birthday. Not really. So we'll see. We'll definitely see what we decide, but we'll probably go to dinner. We will go to dinner. But see, I'm not a big birthday celebration person for myself. I am for other people. So I don't really get that super jumped up about my own, but everybody else's, yeah. My husband's, yes, I make a big deal out of his birthday, so I'm already starting to look at birthday gifts for him and see what we can get for him. Trying to debate, do I want to leave my hair pinned up or do I want to like clamped up here, or do I just want to let it down? I think I'm gonna leave it up. These bangs are just unruly. I'm like, dang it. Listen, I'm trying to pay tribute here. I'm trying to pay tribute to Miss Betty Page, the icon, but dang it. Yeah, this setting powder is a little dark. It's a little dark, but it'll work. It's workable. It's workable. I like it. I just look like I have a deep tan, a deeper tan than my normal brown skin tone, but it's fine. I ain't going nowhere. And you guys on YouTube who are watching this, congratulations. You get to see my skin tone just a tad bit darker. Black is beautiful, y'all. So anyway, I want to thank you for watching. Come back in and watch more of my videos later. Like I say, I don't know what we're doing up until my birthday, so because we don't have anything else. We got to save the date for our family friend that we were talking about a couple episodes ago, where she's getting married. And so we did get the save the date. So we're excited because that's coming up in August. And so we'll see. It's right, our wedding is like right outside of Charlotte. So we've already started planning to see, okay, what do we need to do when, like travel wise. But we're waiting to get more details, see if she wants specific colors, a theme, like what are you doing? So we need to get those details. But otherwise, we've already started planning. So I will probably have a video where I'm trying to decide on makeup and outfits and things. And so that'll be coming up in August, late July, because her wedding is the middle of August. So try to do something the end of July, beginning of August, so we can plan ahead, not procrastinate. So I want to thank you for watching. Come back in and watch me later. Hit that like, share, and subscribe. Turn on those bells and notifications. And drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. So we'll see you later. Peace.